Mary Cronin from 6K. The governor had some kind things to say about you folks earlier today. It's good to see you, and you have the floor.
It's great to see you too. Chairman and members of the committee, my name is Mary Cronin. I am the Vice President of Government Affairs at 6K, which is headquartered in North Andover. On behalf of 6K, thank you for this opportunity to speak in support of H4204, an act to power Massachusetts' clean energy economy. And thank you, Governor Baker and Secretary Theo Herides, for leading this critical legislation and for introducing 6K to the committee today and sharing our clean energy innovation story. I'll begin with remarks describing a critical U.S. energy independence and national security problem, how 6K and other Massachusetts companies can play a major role in addressing this problem, and how this bill can be a powerful tool for Massachusetts to take the lead in shaping an industry that will be larger than our biotech and life sciences industry. We are all familiar with electric vehicles and lithium-ion batteries. I would like to add some additional facts, some of which may surprise you. Electrification and lithium-ion battery use will grow 1,000% by 2030, accelerated by mandates and electric vehicle adoption. This is an unstoppable tidal wave. That's good news. But what most people do not know, batteries also back up our critical infrastructure, our data centers, our telecommunications networks, power generation facilities. They play a critical role in integrating renewables onto our grid. As we transition from fossil fuels and batteries and away from lead acid, which is plentiful in the US, over to lithium-ion, we become dramatically more dependent on China, not less. We have 2 weeks of supply of battery materials on US soil coming entirely from overseas. So why are these materials not produced in the US? All too familiar reasons. We cannot compete on cost, and the production has dramatically negative environmental impacts. But we have an opportunity to change this narrative. Massachusetts companies like 6K are innovating solutions to leapfrog China and repatriate this industry, leading to domestic production of batteries and maintaining an onshore capability while building or rebuilding a high-tech workforce currently almost all overseas. We have deep roots in Massachusetts. Originating out of MIT, as the governor mentioned, we've commercialized a 6,000-degree plasma technology. It replaces dirty, archaic chemical plants with a super fast, ultra clean production in 2 seconds rather than 3 days. Massachusetts companies can play a major role, but we should be more aggressive. Massachusetts can and should become the leader for innovation and deployment of advanced battery technologies, taking the lead to shape and own a whole new market sector. We know how to do it. We've done it before, but the competition by other states vying to become leaders in batteries is unprecedented. We've been pursued by no less than 7 other states. We've invested $100 million into the local economy with an expected $150 million more coming from outside of the state. That results in hundreds of jobs. We use local machine shops and supply chains to build and maintain our technology, like Helfrich Brothers in Lawrence and AVS in Air. The governor's bill is vital to establishing and supporting initiatives like this. It provides foundational support for Massachusetts-based companies to stay here, to innovate, to deploy, become leaders and employers. And it will have immediate multiplying effects like federal grant opportunities. Any funding that comes from the state can be used as a local match towards federal grants that are included in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, $7.5 billion exclusively to support battery material production and recycling. Let's work together to place Massachusetts at the core of this domestic ecosystem by supporting companies in the Commonwealth with clean energy technologies who are developing a workforce for the clean energy revolution. Thank you, Chairman and members of the committee. We hope this bill will be reported favorably.
Thank